These are the air readings for the Elements of Spirit series, the week of January 2nd, 2017. Happy New Year, air signs. So cool. So there's a buzziness, airy, but the what I see here is take your space. Take your space through blowback. Like that. Like that's actually the message. Through blowback. But what's cool is, again, air, the element of air, symbolizes the mind and the mental processes. And, there's going to be a lot of speed this week as you're blowing in. And the message is very simply, take your space, and specifically take your space through blowback. So what that means is that if someone is coming at you, if something is coming for you, if something is bearing down on you while you're trying to make your landing, that's what we learned from the ether reading, that, we come zooming in so that we can make our zooming into the new year through the week. Life starts again tomorrow on the 2nd. The machine is unstoppable on Wednesday, the 3rd. I'm sorry. Life starts again tomorrow, the 3rd. The machine is unstoppable on Wednesday, the 4th. Thursday, Friday, we're zooming in really quickly, assessing ourselves and our emotions on Friday, but being gentle about it. And then once we get into Saturday, Sunday, really engaging deeply self and feeling. So the idea is that Monday through Friday for you air signs, you want to make sure that you are not screwed with. It means take your space, be okay with taking your space, and use the element that is most natural to you to take your space. So my gut says there is some communication to it. Be clear about when you need your space and even why. That's why. But it's not actually about just communication. It's about being clear internally, clarifying your thoughts, and cool. This is better than a resolution, I think. It's like during this week, as things happen to you, as you feel certain emotions, or as you encounter certain people, or start to re-engage certain projects like work or various dynamics in your life, you make a list of more or less. I want more of this. I want less of this. And what's fun about it is that this idea of what do I want, more or less, is actually associated with the second chakra. So again, in the ether reading, I said, let's not be too heavy with our resolutions. Why set ourselves up for misery? But, even intentions, even the word intention can start to feel so heavy these days. So the advice here is to kind of calibrate and play with dials and volumes. So as you are gliding through your week on, beautiful, beautiful, airy, clear air, perspective, speed, not moving like the condor, as you hit turbulence or road bumps along the way, or even as you pass sights along the way. Oh, look, there's a beautiful mountain in the distance as I'm coming in for this landing. Do you want more mountain in your life? Do you want less mountain in your life? If you're trying to fly in and you hit a wall, you don't, according to ether, need to adjust. Just stay as you are, keep gliding. But for you air signs, it means make a note of that which you'd like more or less of. This is good. This is more. I'd like more of this. I'd like less of this. Not this is good. This is bad. But this brings me pleasure. This brings me less pleasure. So I'd like more of this pleasure, less of this pleasure. More of this person in my life, less of this person in my life. The idea is that as you do that, you are playing a kind of game that reminds you that You are a visionary being that can do and be what they want and who they want to do and be. It's up to you. It's up to your choice, but your choice is based on a preference. So this week it says to just take stock of those preferences, to assess where you're at, to see where you're at. And then over the weekend, the sort of feelings that bubble up give you a sense of how to proceed and what to do next week, in the week of the 9th, sort of the first full week back from the new year, from the holiday. I enjoy calibrating the facets of my life. Yeah, I joyfully calibrate the facets of my existence. That's even better. I joyfully calibrate the facets of my existence. Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. Beautiful air signs. You get more clarity than the rest of us, unless you're going crazy. But typically, you are able to cultivate more perspective and clarity. And this can sometimes make the element of air can become harsh and exacting, like a sword or like a knife. But the idea here is that if you are joyfully calibrating the facets of your existence, you don't have to cut a bitch, so you joyfully calibrate and make notes, and take stock. And the affirmation, I joyfully calibrate the facets of my existence, is both a reminder that you can do that, and an affirmation that you are the only one who can do that. So make it a game, make it fun, make it pleasurable, make it enjoyable. And then over the weekend, mojo, emotion, feeling starts to well up that sets you up at the beginning of next week to sort of have a better idea of how to proceed and how to take action, how to fly or how to dive, how to not just glide. But for this week, glide, enjoy calibrating, be clear, find clarity, and joyfully calibrate the facets of your existence. Thank you. I'll see you next week.